Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Coleman, the first down and a little extra. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Fred Warner in on the
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
touchdown.
Henry Ruggs, 62 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The ball carrier.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
49ers.
Backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down. It's Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To number 11.
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he is going to have a 40. Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Carr's pass.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. If they avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
The gain of 8.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Mostert breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 8. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards on the ground. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 6.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Third down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Check it back. 12.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping proven tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
I don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard, when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side, is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey,